Well, I suppose we have to start with, me and you, Gary, have talked that this is inconvenience for all of us, but the real pain is the front line. It's people losing their family and friends. But look, taking it down to us, how are we getting on? We're getting on quite well. It's a challenge. I think the kids, we've three young kids, we've two dogs, they're loving it. I think they look back in time and think this is the best time of their life.
Wow.
They're totally oblivious to anything that's actually happening, and we want them to sort of to be oblivious. So yeah, we're getting on quite well. We're into our third week of lockdown now, and we're not killing each other. But we're getting on quite well. Miss
And
my
you're based in Dublin. You're staying.
Dublin, based in Rackar. Miss my parents. Do FaceTime with the parents, but we're getting on okay.
Yeah. And with regard to sort of, if you looked at challenges, what has been personal or otherwise challenges in this first 3 weeks?
Probably the biggest challenge is juggling the work and the kids. So we've sort of set up a rota where I do the business in at from 8 to lunchtime, and then Alyssa, and then I look after the kids after lunchtime, and from lunchtime she's on the phone to the States. Then she does from lunchtime to the evening, and then one of us will catch up then at night time. So that's probably the biggest challenge, juggling the kids.
Yeah.
Probably for me, one of the big challenges as well is miss the personal interaction, the bit of crack in the industry. It's to me, it's all about meeting people, and it's a great way of meeting people online.
It's only a substitute for the real thing, and obviously we haven't heard it yet, but professional loneliness will start to creep up, where people you genuinely do like to be close to people. So it's an interesting thing, is the challenge of not having that closeness. But what's the positive? Is there a positive already, or is it too early?
I think that definitely a positive. I think like for Ethos, and it's not only Ethos. I think the industry, definitely the construction industry, from what I've seen, have grabbed it. Other industry have as well. But we've been sort of working on as you said, the 4-day a week, trying to improve productivity. We've been trying to push people to work from home for the last number of years, and sort of different degrees of success. But what we've achieved in the last 2 weeks, getting 100 people to work remotely, has been absolutely fantastic. I just think from our perspective, I'm delighted with the response from our team. There's some IT challenges there, especially with the big BIM files and all that. But we've got around that, and we're 3 weeks into it now, going into our third week, and it's all working pretty well. I think
huge big office. That huge big office you have now, with all those desks, those brand new beautiful desks you've got. Sure, you'll be renting them out soon again, will you?
Well, look, I think you always need a home. I think when we go back to normality, we'll take a lot of what we learned from now, and we'll take a lot of the positives out of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll take away our home being our office. I think we'll always have a central point. Maybe it doesn't need to be so big, but I think the office will always work. So that's the positive. I think the other big positive we've all taken out of this is that the simple things in life that we took for granted, we're all not taking for granted anymore. So and you've been posting them as well as things that around Ireland that you miss. I think there'll be a lot of that. I think a lot of people will be holidaying back in Ireland, and we'll probably go back to more simple things at the end of all of this.
Yeah, Butlins.
Well, I'm not too sure about Butlins now. So,
have you surprised yourself at all? Have you learned anything good or bad about yourself that I know I'm over 50. I know you're not, but we're not meant to divulge once we learn stuff when we get a bit older. But have you learned anything new about yourself?
Well, I learned over the weekend that I'm not a good barber. You can probably see with the hairstyle.
Well, listen,
I
I just thought you were trying to be empathetic with me on this call, but yeah, I think it looks good.
tried to do the back and sides, but I ended up doing the top, and then the whole lot came off. So I've more respect now for my barber than I ever had before.
Okay.
But I actually think I've learned that I'm pretty good at juggling the work and the kids, and I'm actually enjoying that as well. It's a
Yeah.
challenge, but I'm enjoying it. And maybe the kids is an outlet for work, and work is
They're
outlet.
very young. Your children are very young.
They're 2, 4, and 6.
Wow.
Sorry, 2, 5, and 6.
And have you had any Sky News moments where kids have been in the background, sort of beating each other up and stuff, or has it all been plain sailing?
No, as I said, with the wife, we sort of tend to cover for each other. So either I'm on or she's on. But yeah, we had a little bit of that. Like I had to make a call tonight where I was actually burning the fish fingers. Um, and I kept disappearing off camera to say, look, I got to come back now, and I can't come back with a half a fish finger in my mouth. But yeah,
But I
so,
think that's part of what you were saying earlier, that we got to give everybody a bit more wiggle room just to be human in many respects.
probably actually the wife is she never knew how to ride a bike, so I taught her how to ride a bike in the backyard in the weekend.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
At the tender age of 40 something, she
Okay.
learned how to ride a bike.
Well, I might have to ask, can we put that out to the internet later on? But is there 3 words, just 3, that you could sort of use to describe sort of your short-term thoughts?
Probably I wrote them there. I don't know if you can see them, can you?
Keep the faith.
Yeah.
Well, it would be remiss of me not to mention that you're a lifelong Liverpool supporter, and with the suggestions now that the season's going to be canned and the trophy's going to be given, I'm not sure whether Liverpool, Manchester United supporters will ever actually rank it.
Look, I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Thanks a million, Greg. Stay safe, and you've been great. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guy. You stay safe too.